Hey everybody, I'm Rutledge Wood from NASCAR on NBC, and you're watching World of Stock Car Racing League. Enjoy!
Alrighty, Josh, we're at Bristol tonight, man. This is going to be a crazy one, I think. Got the bracket challenge back. Put that on the screen already. We're coming in hot. Hope you're ready, Josh. You got your chocolate milk?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Short
Alright,
track racing, my favorite track. Should be a fun one.
we're talking about the bracket challenge. There it is on the right side of your screen. Last time we saw this was at Sonoma. So you see that in advance, we got Aaron Smith versus Nicky Bobby. Dorn versus his teammate Lawrence Shaughnessy. Joseph McWhorter versus John Berry, which John Berry doesn't look like he's going to show up, so that looks like an automatic advance, maybe.
I believe we talked about maybe putting the driver that John Berry beat forward. So it'd be Oscar there?
That's interesting. Who knows? Then we got Gary Smith and Chris Stouffer.
Yeah, there's some good matchups there. You know, High Side's the one sponsoring this bracket, but we got the two High Side boys going at it, Luke and Lawrence. That should be pretty fun to watch.
Coming off from Michigan last week. Michigan was a great race. We had some, saw some drama on Twitter. You want to call it drama? I know Joseph McWhorter was not happy with what he called sandbagging, people saving tires back there.
Yeah, you know, there was a lot of different strategies going on and a lot of different, people having different ideologies of what they're doing. So, yeah, there are some people saving, that's for sure, but I wouldn't call it sandbagging.
So Joseph obviously was not happy. I mean, he did pick up another stage win. He is, dominating that stat. Only other one that has one is Mark, and no Mark Whitley tonight either.
Yeah, well, we all know what Joseph wants. He wants that. He wants the dub, and yeah, like you said, no Mark. It's another good opportunity to try and get one. Just got to beat Aaron.
Yeah, that's going to be the hard thing. Can he beat Aaron? Of course, Aaron has 3 wins so far. The only one he did not win at is Sonoma, which may come as a surprise for some people.
Yeah, so one we thought he'd win at. But looking at the practice right now, whole field within half a second of each other.
So it should be a good one. The sun's going down. This will be a night race throughout. Got some names we haven't seen in a while. We got Ben Shelton in here. Hopefully he lasts. Oscar Jensen.
Yeah, we're Ben Shelton's in that car he loves
you'll
so
be able
much.
to see him. Of course, we obviously we're in Bristol, Tennessee here. A few hours away from Knoxville. Anything you want to say to the Tennessee fans? Agreed. Nothing to say to them. We're about 15 seconds away from qualifying tonight. Hoping for a good one. Of course, next week we're off for Memorial Day, so we want to go ahead and thank the men and women that have served. We will be off, but there's a lot of racing in real life to watch, huh?
Yeah, a ton. Yeah, Monaco, Indy, Coke 600 should be a fun Sunday.
Of course, we will be back, and then once we come back, we are at Charlotte. So
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to that. A lot of people love Charlotte home tracks for quite a few, probably.
of course, Charlotte is the longest race here in the World of Stock Car Racing League. It's 200 laps, so
Yeah, that'll be 300 miles. So definitely one that you're gonna have to look after some tires. They'll have a lot of sets, but you definitely want to keep after them.
this car eats up the tires. But we got cars on track right now for qualifying, and Aaron Smith loops it in his first qualifying attempt.
Yep, and that was a timed lap, so that's pretty big right there.
That is very big. He's gonna have one more shot at it. I'm sure he'll be able to pull something out. Pull up the scoring right now.
Bryce top of the board right now at 14.7. Second lap he wrecked, so that's going to be his top lap. Luke Dorn already beat it. Thomas
Newcomer, yeah.
on top of the board. Don't know how to say his last name, so I don't really want to butcher it. So call him Thomas.
Oh, scoring pulled up for you guys. Luke Doran to the top of the board, Josh.
Yeah, Luke's won here before him, but he pulled something out. Aaron Smith to the top of the board.
Yeah, it's just a moment of time before that happened, huh?
Yeah, he's okay at the sim racing stuff.
Jim Foskett going around, currently P7. Gary Smith jumps up, the newcomer as well.
Yeah, he's been putting in the work this week. It sounds like from the Discord. Got some help from Joseph. Joseph P3 right now, so we'll see if that helps Gary any. We know he's pretty fast.
Fast indeed. Of course, there is that Rocky type car right there.
I know you love that paint scheme.
Can't miss it tonight, folks. Pulls it down, but so far it's Aaron Smith looking to get another pole in the season, but it's close. Got Smith, Doran. Lawrence still talks about that race where Luke saved an incredible amount of tires to win.
Yeah, it still haunts him to this day. I think he wants that first win now. He thought he had a good shot, but like you said, that's where Luke got the reputation for a late tire saver.
Of course, there is Tim Hendry. We do want to report, we didn't put it out on socials, that incident between the 10 and the 07. The 10's getting a 2-lap pole tonight.
Yep, he will get the 2-lap penalty. It's been brewing between the two, that's for sure. So, finally led to a penalty.
So keep an eye on that. See if there's any more bad blood. Hopefully not. These guys can put it past them. Gonna be close quarter racing all night tonight. 200 laps around this place.
Yeah, a lot of good short track racing. Hopefully different lines, but different lines will eat up tires. So it'll be fun to watch just what goes on.
Like Aaron Smith's gonna get this pole as we are closing in on a minute left in qualifying. 17 drivers qualified tonight.
Yep, 3 Denton. Tristan being one of them. We talked about that. He's gonna be starting from the pits, serving that 2-lap hold.
Wyatt Patrica's still out there running some laps. I saw him in the Discord last night. He was not happy with how he was practicing.
Yeah, not a fan of this car at this track. Hopefully he figures something out.
Looking at it, looks like Brandon Shirley and Osipek will be don't qualify. As you said, Tristan's got a 2-lap pole, so there's really no reason to qualify.
Yeah, just to make it a lot easier on himself to go down pit road. Or just stay on pit road, actually.
Jonathan Smith, P9, he needs a good bounce back. That was probably his worst performance in this league at Michigan last week.
Yeah, was not a fan of that setup last week at all. Definitely, most have seen him struggle.
He was well off the pace. Usually runs top 6, if you want to say, but he was nowhere near that last week.
Yeah, not the race that Driven Motorsports wants to look back on.
So we do, there are no fast repairs tonight. These guys do have 3 sets in the pits for tires. So 200 laps, 3 sets. What do you expect out of that?
I think whoever can save them the tires the most probably gonna be the one in victory lane tonight.
Let's go ahead and pull up your grid as the cars line up on the front stretch. Aaron Smith on pole. Luke Doran, McWhorter. Thomas, yeah, as you said, last name. What do you think that is? Growl?
Growl.
Growl?
I'll ask him after the race.
Well, yeah, we'll go with that. But right now, we'll just call you Thomas. Oscar Jensen, Chris Stouffer, Gary Smith, Bryce Shoemaker, Jonathan Smith, Keith Shoemaker, Jim Foskett, Nicky Bobby. Bobby Patrica, Ben Shelton, Tim Hendry, Michael Bussell, Lawrence Shaughnessy, Brandon Shirley, Tristan Ferris, and Nick Osipek rounds out the field tonight. 20 cars, tight quarter racing. I'm going to turn night here pretty quick. Yeah.
So who you picking tonight? You get the first pick again.
Luke Doran is going to go to victory lane tonight.
Yeah, that's a really good pick. I think I'm gonna go with a crazy one.
Go.
I'm gonna go with a first-time winner. I'm gonna go with Gary.
That would be something. Of course, we are at Bristol Motor Speedway, if you couldn't tell. Stage tonight is on lap 50, 74 degrees at the track. The track temp's cool, Josh. It's about 78, it looks like, so some
Yeah,
grip
that
to
won't
be
be a
found out
factor.
there.
No factor tonight, but definitely changes the racetrack.
We are about 10 seconds away from the formation lap rolling off. Again, we are off next week, so won't be no stream next week.
Yeah, nice break for everyone before we go to Charlotte, like you said, longest race of the year. So everyone will like that break for sure, because I feel like we're in for a long one tonight as well.
A lot of horsepower, a lot of emotion. We got a rookie, Thomas, starting P4. How does he drive? We don't know.
And we already got a stack up. We got a wreck on the front stretch.
There you go.
Bobby Patrico went up under the 47.
Huh.
No, that's just short track racing. I guess. I don't know what else to say.
Bobby had places to go, and he said, "Let's go." I mean, that's not what you want to see. It doesn't look like much damage on Jim, though. But I mean,
I just want you to know that Lawrence has already messaged that he's having fun. So
yeah,
Lawrence already having fun.
give a shout out to Lawrence. He was near the bottom of the speed chart, so
It's a great shout out.
could be a long night for the driver of the 9. The shade's already coming, covering the track. Lights will turn on soon, and we'll be in the mountains here in Bristol, Tennessee. Nighttime racing.
Yeah, Bristol night, one of the best races of the year in real life. So hopefully we can match that tonight.
We got the flatbeds ready. Pace car's about to pull off here. So it darts off the pit road. Flag, man's got the flag in hand. They hit the Geico restart zone. We're going green flag racing at Bristol.
Yeah, solid start for both on the front row. Luke hanging with them, but Aaron's going to get clear.
Can they make it a lap?
Looking good so far, at least at the front. I think we're going to make it a lap, like you said.
We do.
Aaron leads that one. Luke working the high side. Probably wants to get to that bottom so he can save him some tires as soon as possible.
Tires. They're going to be a big factor tonight. This track's going to eat them up, and the car's going to eat them up. A lot of horsepower, Josh.
A ton of horsepower, and it's, like you said, it's going to make these cars hard to drive.
Here we go. Battle for the lead already. 32 wants the lead. Aaron's going to give it to him there. New leader, 32.
Aaron going to save some tire, too. I mean, that's how you got to call it. He's not trying to win right now.
Big gap between Jonathan Smith and Bryce Shoemaker. Got to be careful here. You don't want to be too slow. You'll go a lap down pretty quick here.
Yep, especially when you're battling, and that'll make it make for some interesting moments. We've seen some interesting lap cars this year.
So easy to knock down that wall when you come off the turn and just kill the guy on the inside. We'll pay attention to that tonight. Got some people hitting the wall, but slight contact.
Yeah, and our picks right now are battling for P5, I believe. That's Gary and Luke. That's actually for P4. Luke's going to prevail on the high side for right now. Here comes Chris Stouffer. He's battling with Gary in the bracket challenge. They're running right with each other right now.
Yes, sir, he is. Bryce Shoemaker has Bobby Patrico on the outside of him, running that throwback M&M's car. Supposed to be throwback M&M's.
Yeah, that's a throwback to Elliott Sadler, I believe.
Instead of M&M's, it's, I believe, custom paints and diecast.
Yep, that's his one of his primary sponsors for his team. Gary and Chris made a little bit of contact off of 4 right there.
We are riding. We can look off the back rear here of the 70. We got a good shot of them coming down the back stretch and front stretch.
Yeah, Chris is going to make that pass, move him up to P5.
Early on, right now, 12 laps. I'm impressed by Thomas, new runner here. He's holding a pretty consistent line.
I'm impressed by everyone. I expected an early caution. And you know who doesn't like that news? A no caution right now.
That's Tristan Ferris. Yeah.
He's 2 laps down, and he is at the back of the field. So 3 laps down could be a possibility, but you know, lap 50, he gets that stage caution. He's ready for it.
Lawrence finally getting around. Brandon Shirley there.
Bustle's in the wall.
That'll stack him up. His former teammate, by the way, on the inside there, Nicky Bobby.
And his good buddy right in front of him, Ben Shelton. Bustle running that high line, just can't get it to work right now. Nicky Bobby's going to clear him. That's for P10, I believe.
As Joseph McWhorter still holding the lead out here at Bristol. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know what's going on with Bryce. I expected him to be better than what he's doing right now.
I mean, you could throw a blanket over Chris Stouffer, Luke Doran, and Gary Smith.
Yeah, they've been attached for the whole run pretty much. Thomas right there as well. He's gonna try and capitalize on Stouffer having to get out the throttle a little bit. Can't get it done right now.
He said Jonathan Smith needs to have a good bounce back. Currently doing that, P8. Much better than last week.
Close to a wreck on the front stretch.
He just turned to it right there. A gaggle of cars.
Yeah, it's a big group of cars running with each other. That's usually where the trouble happens if it does.
Oh, and there it is! Shaughnessy goes around. Patrica's in it. Brandon Shirley's in it. And Tim Hendry drills him. Keith Shoemaker drills the whole one. And the pace car runs through him.
That pace car's undefeated at cautions. But, yeah, definitely didn't look like Lawrence was clear.
We'll take a look at it. Rewind it a little bit. Oh, looks like he might have got hooked there. I don't want to be a...
I don't think he was clear.
Ah. And just carnage after that. There's nowhere to go. Patricia gets clipped. Shirley nowhere to go. And he comes down into Hendry. Maybe not that bad of damage on Hendry, but Keith Shoemaker's his hood came flying up.
Yeah, the 9, the 28, and the 07 all with meatballs. Driver of the 9's not happy. He has said nothing.
We'll go back and take another look at that. But you were talking about Tristan Ferris gets 1 lap back.
Man, this helps him a lot because it makes it to where I don't think anyone will go a lap down before the stage caution unless it's one of these damaged cars. So.
And they are about to go a lap down here as the field comes off turn 4. Lawrence is going to go a lap down. Looks like Tim Hendry, Patrica, Keith Shoemaker.
And I'm not sure, but...
We hear some chatter coming through. What are they saying?
Just talking about what happened during the wreck, Lawrence is with Bustle. Just one of those short track things. I'll turn myself down so it don't come through anymore, just in case.
Just nowhere to go for Keith Shoemaker.
Man, somehow he doesn't have a meatball. I'm pretty surprised by that.
I think they build those cars pretty strong at Firestorm.
Yeah, Lawrence seems to have the worst end of it.
And then Tim Hendry caught the worst of it when Lawrence was coming down the track there, and he drilled him.
And they are advertising the post-race show already, so.
All right, man. Riding on board with Tim Hendry, Josh, in this wreck.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go for him. That's one of those things. Short tracks like this, if a wreck happens in front of you, it's right there.
On board with Keith Shoemaker now. Trying to get it woe down, and yeah.
07's not happy.
Hopefully he's able to shake it off. He's been having some rough weeks so far in here, but I believe he's not going to be happy with the 9. Is that correct?
Yeah, he wanted him to hold the brake. Definitely understandable to be mad about that, but you know, I'm sure the 9 won't be very happy either.
Tell you what, Joseph elected to take the outside here. We're about to go green flag racing again. Stage on lap 50, so we're getting closer and closer.
Outside for Joseph. Get to the restart zone. He is going. We got to stack up. Oscar's going to save it, I think.
Wheel spin, that looked like. We'll take a look at it once we can. It's pretty stacked up now, Josh.
Yeah, big stack up now. That's what happens when stuff like that happens on a restart. It gets pretty crazy. Joseph in the lead, though.
Yep, still out in front here tonight. Ben Shelton cracking the top 6.
Nick Osipek up the P7 from that restart chaos.
Give him a shout out, yeah.
He was not looking forward to this.
So it's funny how storylines write themselves, right?
Yep.
Tristan Ferris is racing Tim Hendry for the Lucky Dog.
I mean, it's just every week, and somehow they find each other.
And they're getting close to each other on the track. So, and we're getting close to the stage break. So, has Lawrence called it tonight?
I just sending him a message right now, actually, to ask him.
I think he might be because he's still down there. He might be going up to race control.
Yeah, I just shot him a message asking him that same question. So, Thomas, he got affected by that restart. He's making his way back up, or at least trying to. He gets past Osipek.
Yeah, you were talking about Osipek up 12 spots since the start of the race.
Yeah, he got through that wreck just barely, but he made his way through. And here comes Thomas now on Ben Shelton for P6. He's gonna almost make it clear, but not yet. He'll get him here probably into turn 1 and 2. He does.
Rocky Top not playing right now, but we still got a lot of laps left, so keep an eye on that.
Yeah, this is you said it before. It's his home track if you couldn't tell. So as Tristan's gotten past Tim Hendry already.
Yeah, Tim's got some front end damage there. You can see it kind of jacked up.
Yeah, lap 33 of the stage for them. So I think Tristan should be able to get that lucky dog. You never know. Oscar passed Ben Shelton now.
Kind of a gaggle of cars again, but behind Ben Shelton.
Yep, that's Osipek, Brandon Shirley, Nicky Bobby, and Gary Smith.
And Osipek's in the wall.
Right in front of Gary Smith, nowhere to go. Gotta love that animation that the cars have with the front and rear bumper. You drive right up under someone.
Brandon Shirley in that wreck, but still fighting for P8 right now.
Yeah, he obviously didn't get that much damage.
Gary Smith tries to get past Ben Shelton and Jim Voskett. Of course, Gary Smith and Michael Bussell. Hello, Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta, yeah. He had a couple shots thrown his way because of his internet.
Which I believe he did go get a Ethernet cable. We're going to have a battle for the lead here because the 70 is coming.
Guess he's been sandbagging. It's time to stop sandbagging and go for a stage win.
70 is all over it. It's going to be so hard to beat Aaron. He's just so consistent everywhere.
Yep, and he's just making it work right now. He's definitely looked after his tires better. He's running that high lane now, so that's usually where you get your best run out.
We're riding on the roof cam right now. We can just see this run. He's getting off the corner. Laps wind down quick here, though, so these guys are out here running 15-second laps, so lap 50 is going to come up quick.
And we got some interesting battles all through the track. I was looking around. Tristan, he's getting past Osipek. That'll give him a car between him and Tim Hendry. Gary Smith made a 3-wide move to get past, I believe it was Bryce and Ben Shelton. Now he's trying to get Bustle. Just battles all over the track right now.
As the leaders come up on lap traffic, Bobby Patrica, Bobby's going to take the high side. Aaron's been running that.
Definitely not the best.
Aaron lost a lot of time there, back up to 6/10.
Yeah, that's. I think that's the damage that Bobby has. The steering, he has a lot of steering damage, I believe. But that probably just cost Aaron the stage, unless he can make something crazy happen. We come to lap 48 now. Coming to 2 to go this time in the stage. I don't think Aaron's got enough time.
Yeah, it's looking like Joseph's going to wrap up another stage win.
Yeah, 2 more to go here in this stage. Aaron trying the high side to just try and get something, but nothing really.
As Joseph's going to come around and get the white flag of the stage.
That last lap of the stage, he's going to... How many is this now? Is it be 4?
I believe so, yeah. So 4 playoff points just off stages. So if he wins the race, he's going to be sitting pretty.
And remember, every playoff point definitely matters.
As Joseph McWhorter wins the stage tonight at Bristol.
And there's the stage caution.
As Gary Smith rounds out the top 10, he gets that final point. Nicky Bobby consistently in the points in the stage. He gets P9, Brandon Shirley P8, Thomas his debut P7, Oscar 6, Jonathan Smith 5th, Christopher 4th, Luke Doran 3rd, Aaron Smith 2nd, and of course Joseph McWhorter P1.
And Tristan gonna get that lap back.
And pit road is open. Yep, Tristan gets his lap back. Sure he is happy about that.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that one.
Second caution of the night. This one is not for incident.
I believe Nick Ospek stayed out.
Right. We also have Michael Bustle and Ben Shelton also scored staying out. Joseph wins the race off pit road, followed by Aaron, Luke, Chris, Jonathan, Oscar, and Thomas.
Have any of these guys pitted yet?
Only Michael Bustle, lap 21, to fix some of that damage.
So he's probably going to stay out here.
And Shelton is coming in. And so is Osipek. So it looks like Michael Bustle might be staying out here.
Hey, he used a set of tires, so it'd be interesting to watch.
Before we get going, let's go back on that last green flag start, and let's look at what happened. Who was that? Oscar? Oh, it was Gary getting into the back of Oscar there.
Just some restart chaos and almost drove under him.
Lost him a lot of spots doing that, so he's definitely don't want to do that again. I mean, he can tear the whole suspension now of the 26.
Yeah, and Tim Hendry, I believe he should be getting waved around, and think so.
Yeah, it's one to go.
Yeah, well, hopefully it'll figure itself out. Bustle is staying out though.
Lights are still on the pace car, but yeah, Michael Bustle leading laps here tonight.
Bustle will take the high side here. So, you ready for a chaotic restart?
We'll keep an eye on it. Should be very interesting. Last pitted on 21, so kind of fresh tires, but you know.
Yeah, well, he's already said the tires are shot.
All right, well. Lights should go off on the pace car this time. We'll rack them up and do it again.
It should wave Tim right here, and it does. So he'll be back on lead lap. So him interesting to get their laps back, but Tim will be on some older tires.
So Michael Bustle likes to take the outside here.
Yeah, I'm sure Luke Doran's not happy about that news.
Do we get ready to go back green flag racing?
17 cars still on the lead lap.
Pace
After that
cars.
early caution.
Yeah, this pace car's about to pull off, and then with the restart zone, we'll see what happens. Here we go.
Michael Bustle.
It's a good launch.
Yes, he does. Really good launch. He's clearing the 1 and 2, but Joseph, new tires. He's gone.
New leader, 32.
Yeah, Michael
About to be
Bustle's
3
gonna go
wide
with-
here.
Yeah, that
As he
usually don't
holds
work
up.
well.
Yep.
A lot of give and take. Jonathan Smith's going to force his way onto the bottom. Stouffer gets loose.
Michael Bustle riding the wall now. Is that Ross Chastain?
It don't work everywhere. He's open for a caution. That's not him.
From P1 to P10. In the wall hard again. Michael Bustle.
He's not having a good time right now on those tires at all.
Tristan Ferris
not much
back
you can
on the
do.
lead lap. So he's racing for a position now.
Yeah, he should be clear of Bustle here. Yeah, Bustle, yeah, he's kind of screwed right now.
And he is. Out front, though, Joseph McWhorter. 3/10 lead, lap 62. No more planned cautions, so. What do you have?
Yeah, that's true. What do you have? What are you planning on doing? What's your strategy going to be? Got a pretty good battle between Luke and Jonathan Smith. Luke's going to win that battle. Talking about Luke winning, he's advanced himself in the bracket challenge.
Yes, he has. Arndt said he would probably do that, and he has.
Yeah, not a good night for the nine.
Not at all. He was lunch meat.
I knew you were looking for somewhere to put that in.
Of course, Christopher is high in the points. P3. Just been racking off top fives.
And Bobby Patrica, pretty slow. He's on the bottom of the track, so shouldn't be an issue. Those leaders are closing fast on him.
Yes, they are. He's way off the pace. We were riding on board with him right here, looking off the back windshield.
Yeah, that car is very hurt.
Yeah, he's gonna drop to the apron. Oh, it's Christopher. Saw the opening there. It was tight. And he's gonna go around. And he's gonna get drilled.
Massive, massive crash.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh! It all started because Chris, he saw the opening there on the inside, gets loose, overcorrects it, smashes the wall. And get ready for this, folks. Rocky Top comes in. Oh, no.
Yeah, just a massive crash at Bristol.
I mean,
Wow. Luke's got damage. A lot of people's got damage.
didn't Shelton do no wrong. He just, oh, there's just nowhere to go.
Wow.
On board with Nicky Bobby here.
Christopher's called in tonight. You just talked good about him.
And I want to defend these guys for some, people say ARCA braking. The caution lights were not on.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's just a huge wreck. I don't think there's really anywhere people could have went.
No caution lights were on for that wreck there, so.
Well, I didn't expect to wreck at that size at Bristol.
All right, carnage. I know. I mean, damn. We just turned on the lights, too.
Yeah, it's going to get even crazier now.
I mean, massive, massive crash.
You know, Bobby felt pretty bad about that. I mean, a little his fault, but Chris was already loose.
Ugh. Commentator curse strikes again.
And then, you know, Tristan and the Nikki, Shelton, and everybody.
Let's watch it one more time. Just see right here, and then he's going to overcorrect it. Bam! Into the wall. Doran gets clipped. And here comes some Rocky Top, Josh.
Yeah, he came flying in.
Again, there was no caution lights on there.
Yeah, that's a pretty crazy one.
Those guys were coming. I mean, what are they doing right there? 160 maybe? 180?
Yeah, nothing they could have done. Tristan just beats the pace car off.
Well,
Believe it or not, no meatball flags. I
Oh.
think maybe Chris got one, but
that takes out a top 5 car.
yeah, Chris Stouffer out, and that's gonna advance Gary Smith.
And Gary said he was going to beat him, and he did it.
So Gary and Luke, you're moving on.
Yes, here we go. Pace car's going to pull off here. Going to go back green flag racing. Joseph with another good launch, but Aaron Smith under pressure now by Jonathan Smith.
Yep. Gotta work that high side. He drives in there deep. He's gonna make this pass work.
Yes, he is. He's coming for the lead.
It's a German one too.
Well, we said he needed a bounce back, and here he is, P2.
Yeah, great run for him. Thomas looking on the outside now. Oscar. That's for P4. Gary Smith and toe with him.
Ozapek right there as well.
Yeah, he somehow got past these wrecks. I mean, he didn't look forward to this one, but all this carnage, he's having a really good run right now.
Michael Bustle still up there. Brandon Shirley right now is the lucky dog. Nicky Bobby was having a pretty decent run, and then, well, carnage.
Yeah, I think he's mad at Tristan for some, what he's calling ARCA braking, but, you know, we'll probably have to take another look or two at that wreck after the race.
Crazy, crazy wreck indeed. We didn't even have the big one really at Daytona, so Saved it for Bristol.
Hey, it was due. Nowhere to go, and they just kept piling in. Thomas still
yeah.
trying to get the high side to work.
Whose car is going to be better here at nighttime? That's going to be the big real key.
Yeah, nighttime and long run, you know. We saw about 20 lap, 20, 30 lap run. We haven't seen the, 100 lap run yet. Bustle drifts it.
As the track temp goes down into the 70s. We're at 78 degrees now.
Yeah, Lawrence is back on track, trying to maybe make a pass or two, get some more points.
As Aaron Smith got around Jonathan Smith.
Smith on Smith crime. As Oscar's going to look to get past Jonathan now.
The top 6 all together. 1.1 second. Separate them.
And Oscar's going to make that move.
Yes, he is. Jim
Right in front of him
Foskett.
is going to be his buddy Aaron.
Jim Foskett looking to move up into the P7. Osipek into the wall. He's going to get it done. So is Luke Doran.
Yep, Luke was also in. That got some damage, I believe.
Man, I just can't believe that. And, you know, to add insult to injury, you have to sit on it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's not the one you want to wreck at for sure. It's a big loss too. Like you said, Chris Stouffer, he had been running top 3, top 4 all year, so it'd be a big hit for him in the points.
The only thing that's really going to help him is he scored some decent stage points. So
Yep, Jonathan Smith or Joseph McCorder's leading. Don't know why I said Jonathan, but they're coming up on lap traffic again.
as Gary Smith gets around Jonathan Smith now, Jonathan Smith's under pressure by Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas and Gary have been with each other about the whole race so far. There are some hurt race cars out on track right now.
Yes, indeed. And we see one right here, Lawrence Shaughnessy, Nicky Bobby.
So 7's really hurt.
Still in the lead lap, but that's about to change.
Yeah, that's going to change his slap probably. He is pretty far off the pace.
Right in that line that Joseph likes, Joseph's going to have to go around the other way.
And that's going to cost him a little bit of time, Aaron, all over his back bumper.
Joseph's not going to be happy about that, but it is, I mean...
That's Bristol.
Tim's, I mean, even with that damage, he just went a lap down. I mean...
That's just part of Bristol. I mean, we saw lap cars in real life determine who wins the races at Bristol, so...
So we have. Thank you, Chase Elliott. We're a few laps away from lap 100. Laps, like I said, laps fly by here.
Yeah, and we've gotten rid of a couple of cars here, so I think we're in for our big run here.
And to give you an update, fastest lap does get an extra bonus point. Right now, that belongs to Joseph McWhorter with a 1480.
That's a pretty good lap, so pretty hard to beat, I'd say.
We'll show those times now by the drivers' names. Those are their best times in the session right there by their names on the scoring board. But as you said, that wreck took out a lot of cars there, so it's got a good chance of going green now.
That's Tim Hendry. Still struggling. That car is pretty bad. But Luke Dorn making a move on Jim Foskett. That's for P7. Nicky Bobby right there as well. He's P14. He's 2 laps down.
So just like in Michigan, Smith hunting down McWhorter.
Yeah, Osipek starting to struggle now. He's going to be the last car on the lead lap right now as we run. And him and Michael Bussell are battling later, coming up behind him.
And Bussell's starting to blink a little bit back now, so that always creates something.
Yeah, they're both trying to stay high here. They'll be staying high. Joseph will go low. Staying out of the way is Osipek. Really trying to stay out of the way as it gets into the wall.
Good job by those guys. The leaders get around with no problems.
And Oscar still trying to get past Bussell. He'll get that done pretty easily as Bussell scrapes the wall.
Yeah, he's going to need right side for sure on that 01.
And Jonathan and Thomas are side by side once again. That's brought Ben Shelton. He's back on track now, but that's bringing Luke Duran, back into the picture.
Hell of a job by that 21 crew. That car looks great now. There's no dents or anything.
Yeah, just needs a new paint scheme.
They're happy they finally achieved something in football. Really impressed by Thomas tonight. Really, really.
Yeah, really good debut.
It's hard track, especially in the Gen 4.
We got some really good drivers, so to be running P5 right now, that's very impressive.
Again, let's
But
do
he's
it.
he's about to be under pressure from Luke though.
Yeah, Luke Dorn, former champion.
And I'd say this is probably one of Luke's favorite tracks.
And caution is out. Caution is out.
It's going to be Bussell and Osipek.
Let's take a look at it. Osipek ran him over.
Yeah, no generous caution from iRacing.
Wow. They were quick on that. I mean, they learned from their mistake after the, oh, God. Oh, no.
What? What'd I miss?
Jim Foskett drills the 72 under caution. Oh, Lord. Okay.
Well,
Let's get on with the show, shall we? Pit stops here.
yeah, no Jim Foskett slander.
So who runs the race off pit road here? I mean, we
Gary
are...
stays out.
Yes, he does. We are on pace to have the quickest league race. One of the quickest. We're at 35 minutes in, 110 laps.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think about because we've had, what, 3 cautions now?
This is going to be the 4th caution, 3rd for incident.
Joseph's going to easily win the race off pit road.
Yep, but we'll see if he stays out. But Gary Smith is the leader right now, and it looks like he's coming in.
Yeah, there's a couple cars that stayed out. I'd guess they'd all come in.
Yeah, we got it scored right now. It's Jim Foskett, Tristan. Like those guys are going to come in.
Yeah, if I was Gary, I wouldn't have done that.
Gave up a lot of track position.
I would have just stayed where you were, pit with the leaders. But, you know, we'll see how it goes for him.
Again, thank you everyone for joining us on YouTube. Let's give a shout out to TikTok. We grew a pretty good bit this week off TikTok, Josh.
Yeah, I've seen the TikToks in the For You page and stuff, so been nice to see.
Of course, if you are not following us on TikTok, it's just WOSCRL. See our logo there and give us a follow. Like our videos. And yeah.
Maybe one day we'll be streaming on that platform as well.
Yeah, so we need you to like and subscribe. Learn to subscribe. Follow. Subscribe here on YouTube. Yeah.
There you go.
So, I mean, there's so many things to keep up with. $112 laps. You're going to be coming to get 113 here. Next time by. What are your thoughts so far?
A lot of crashing. I didn't expect to see a crash that big at Bristol. But I think it's going to come down to Aaron and Joseph. That's not really a surprise to anyone, but I think whoever can get out front is going to win this thing.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, we had a major incident. Well, I mean, what would you say? Probably 4 or 5 cars, 6 maybe?
Yeah, probably up there, 6 or 7. Definitely one of the bigger crashes I've seen at Bristol.
As the wave arounds get their wave around, let's thank our sponsors real quick before this restart. Buck Kicker, Firestorm Racing, Future Designs, and Harpoon Designs, of course, for being the title sponsor here in the Showdown series. We appreciate the support as we get ready to line them up. Back green.
And, I was talking about Gary. That cost him 2 or 3 spots. He's back to 7th now.
Ace car's off. Green flag is in the air. Joseph, another good launch.
Yeah, he took the inside that time for the first time, so definitely got a better jump, I'd say.
Gary.
Thomas gets
Oh, wow. 3 wide there off turn 4.
I'm not sure what happened there. Did Thomas just get loose, or did he get some help?
Oh, wow. We
He's
had a
got loose.
major crash. And we're getting alerts of a major crash with Tristan Ferris. Let's look at it.
I'll see him on track.
Yeah, and he just loses it. And he's going to eat the pit. Okay.
I'll be seeing ya. That's about all I can say on that one.
That's an interesting one. The front bumper said we'll be seeing you. Okay.
He's not going to be happy about that. Getting all those laps back. Just for that. No caution either.
No caution. We have a body on the entrance to pit road.
Yeah, we'll get it up at the next one.
A good crash, though. You crashed right at the right pit road, so you didn't have to go all the way around.
Yeah, that's nice. Gary and Bryce battling right behind Luke. Now Gary's trying to get Luke. That's for P4.
As the Demolition Derby tonight, you have 11 cars on the lead lap, and majority of them right here in this shot.
Yeah, that's how short track racing goes sometimes. We definitely got the carnage race.
And you were talking about Lawrence jumping back out, and he's already gained 2 spots. He's passed Patrica and Stouffer.
Yeah, I don't think he'll gain anything more, so see how much longer he stays out here. Well, actually, he'll pass Tristan because Tristan's called it tonight.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Tight racing back here right now, though, for this P6 spot.
Yeah, a lot of cars here, too. You got Gary, Luke, Jonathan Smith, Bryce. You got Thomas. You got Jim Foskett. It's everyone.
Right now, your podium, though, is McWhorter, Aaron Smith, and Oscar Jensen.
I've seen it before. You probably might see it again. I think Luke might have something for him if he can clear this and, try and save his stuff a little bit for this long run if we get one. But he's not going to get clear. He's going to get boxed in right here.
Yes, he is. Michael Bustle is in the wall again.
That's a good job.
Yeah. Let's just give a shout out to Tim Hendry, though. Car's been destroyed for a while. Top 10, though, right now.
Hey, you got to survive sometimes. One of those races.
I know he's going to be disappointed, but the ones that were in the crash with him, he's ahead of them all. So
Gary's gotten past Luke for P4. See what he can do. He's about 2.5 seconds behind the leaders now.
you got to be wondering if that damage is affecting that 5 high side car.
Yeah, because here comes Jonathan Smith on the bottom.
Out front, though, Joseph was able to get a little gap there. And lap cars are playing a factor tonight. And when the leaders catch them, as always, here at Bristol.
And Bustle and Lawrence got some beef from that earlier crash.
Tristan Ferris is in the YouTube chat and said he binned it and didn't want to come up with the chat. Well, Tristan, congratulations. You just made TikTok. Oh, no. Oh, no, no.
We just had an example of why the chat's muted.
Oh. Who was not happy?
I'm not gonna say any names.
You gonna leave us hanging like that?
It wasn't anyone mad. They were just singing a song.
No.
Muscle needs a new right side.
Yes, he does. 134 in the books here. Is it gonna be one of those classic races where Smith snatches away at the last minute?
I'm sure. I know Joseph's hoping that it doesn't. He's had so many snatched away from him like that by Aaron or Mark. Bustles in the wall again.
Tim Hendry is going to go back a lap down, but he is the lucky dog right now. Oscar
We got
Jensen
a mess.
blinks out there.
Mess behind Bustle. Bustle, Foskett, Osipek, Shirley, Nicky Bobby, and Lawrence.
Oh yeah, look at this. The Hall of Fame Club.
Bustle hits the wall again. And again. Should have had a drinking game tonight.
You know, to get a meatball just off that. That's Luke Doran racing. Oscar Jensen had some blinking issues. It's knocked him down to P9.
Yeah, that's...
We are now fighting for the podium. It's Gary Smith and Luke Doran.
Yeah, that's some pretty big blinking issues. I don't think he's P9. We got a wreck, I think.
It's Michael Bustle.
I saw Ben Shelton wreck, so...
And it looks like he towed it. So there's carnage again, but no caution.
It happened right in front of Tim Hendry again.
Yeah, he's
Dude,
time to have bad luck.
I just saw a flash of orange while I was looking through the field. He all that 40 had to have.
As the battle for the lead heats up.
He's thinking.
2/10 now.
Did really still have Oscar scored ninth? Oh, he went a lap down.
Yeah, major blinking issues has cost him a podium tonight, it looks like. What does Aaron have for this 32 tonight?
It's a good question. We've seen him get closer and closer.
So these guys were last in on lap 109. You would think fuel would not be an issue, correct?
Yeah, I'd say they're good on fuel.
Biggest thing is probably going to be tires.
Yeah, if there's another caution, they'll probably all be back just for tires.
Riding on board here with Aaron Smith as they come up on Nicky Bobby. That United Airlines car is crashed. Yeah.
Jesus.
I didn't really know where to go with that. I didn't want to offend anybody.
You're going to get us canceled.
We're closing in on lap 150, folks.
It's Joseph passes Keith. Put him a lap down.
We've used a lot of tow trucks tonight. If you want to buy some sheet metal, we got plenty.
Yeah, Bustle will make some more here in a minute too, so don't worry.
Thomas is getting past now. Be factoring in that long run now.
I feel like Aaron's caught the lap car in the worst spot possible each time.
Yes, sir. As Bryce gets his pass done on Jonathan Smith. Bryce, top 5.
Yeah, I talked about him. Thought he didn't look that good early on, but he must have just been sandbagging.
Good showing for Bryce tonight. Needed it. And he's had some rough races. Sonoma, I think it was like lap 5 DNF. So to be top 5 right now, knock on wood, folks. It's looking good.
Yeah. No, well,
Yeah, Michael Bustle. Sir,
I told you he was going to make some more sheet metal.
sir, you might want to park it. See what happened to him.
Oh,
There's
man.
a wall there, Bustle. Alright, well, that throws out the tires. I mean, come down now and we race to the end.
Yeah, that'll help. Joseph a lot.
Yes. He likes to go balls to the wall. We can say that, right? Yeah, we're gonna say it. As
Oscar just learning about being a lap down.
yeah, he is scored as the lucky dog though. So, who's gonna win the race off pit road?
Yeah, that screwed Oscar pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean he was P3. Gonna get that lap back though, so he is back on the lead lap. And Joseph, oh, that was close because Aaron's close there to the cone, but I believe Joseph got him. Keep your eye on Gary Smith. Fresh tires now, and don't really have to save that much.
That'll be interesting.
You can go full on out here. I mean, whatever happens, happens. I mean, there's, 11 cars on the lead lap, maybe?
10.
10 cars on the lead lap, so Tim Hendry's going to get his lap back here.
I know. Should be Oscar.
Oscar was lucky dog.
Oh, did Hendry stay out?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So it'll be 11. It'll be 10, yes.
5th caution tonight. 4 for incident. 1 for the stage.
I feel like this helps most of the top 5 except for Luke.
Yeah, I feel like he wanted his wheelhouse to be the long run.
Yeah, and I feel like his car's not been as good. I feel like he had some damage. Car looks clean. No, he does have a little wall damage.
I mean, also have wall damage.
No, I don't think so. Car's ready to go. I think he could still win.
Hey, Bustle, before you leave, can you go to McDonald's for us in the booth?
He's already left twice, and he's come back once, and then he just left again, so. No McDonald's.
All right, well. Should get the one to go here. Gonna be kind of a shootout in Bristol terms. 15-second laps here. Keep an eye though.
Oscar.
Keep an eye on the fastest lap here. This is the time that could get broke. The extra point. It's time to go.
Yeah, any of those front 3 or 4 probably get that.
It's
It'll be interesting.
It's going to be very interesting. Pace car is about to pull off here. We're going to get lap 157. Pace car is off. We're about to hit the Geico restart zone. Another good launch by Joseph.
Yep, Aaron tried to time it. I think it's a little bit better than the last time, but still about a car length gap.
Gary Smith is clear of Luke. He's getting loose though, and as soon as I say that, Luke's back around.
Yeah, good save.
And Gary's loose again. He's in the wall.
Wow. Car is loose.
Bryce, contact with the 72 there. He's good though.
That's a heartbreaker for Gary Smith.
Gary Smith ate that wall like lunch meat, but he is now P9.
You're finally gonna beat me in a pick.
About damn time. Bryce looking for a podium.
Yeah, looking underneath Luke.
Gary Smith has pulled into pit road here, so
Yeah, you got a meatball.
he's going to go multiple laps down. That's going to end his night.
Had a great run going too.
Just when you thought, could he get up there?
It's a little too aggressive on that restart. But, on the positive, he advanced in the bracket challenge, so I don't know who he's going to be facing.
Can Bryce get around Luke here?
That's just going to be hard to do it on the bottom. Luke's been running the high side really well.
We talked about it. I said the fastest lap could get broke here, right?
Yeah.
It just did. Jim Foskett.
Wow.
A 14.78 Jim Foskett.
That's a flyer from Jim. That'll give him that extra point, hopefully.
So congratulations to Jim so far. That's an extra point. It's always important. He's made the playoffs every year. Really the Iron Man here, so.
That caution played right into Joseph's hand.
I mean, it's not calling nobody out, but we can't admit that he kind of struggles on the long run compared to some of these guys. So.
Yeah, but short run, he is.
It's kind of a longish run, 50-ish, under 50-ish laps, but. I mean, if you park the car right, you gotta move it to get around you.
Yeah, and if you run that high side, it's really hard to pass on the bottom.
Jim Foskett's in the wall there. He's good though.
Well, no, he's not. I think he just got hit from behind.
Yeah, trying to save it. Thomas got the worst end of that.
Yeah, another guy having a good run. Shouldn't be too bad for him, but lost a couple spots.
I believe Bryce's best finish is P3 at Las Vegas on the trucks, so can tie it tonight.
Yeah, Racy almost won on strategy, if I remember right.
He is trying his hardest to get around this 5. Luke might have learned that from his teammate, Lawrence Shaughnessy. Like, you're not passing me.
Yeah, he's just, running that high line. It's hard to pass someone on the bottom when they're running that high line like Luke is. Got another lap car. That's Tim Hendry. Probably be the last one they see.
And if we have any McWhorter fans watching, that 70 is closing.
It's just always going to be lurking. He's just going to have to drive a perfect 30 laps if he wants to get his first win of the year.
Michael Bussell in the YouTube chat, Josh, said, freak that track in this car, man.
Yeah, he found the wall each time. He knows where all the walls are.
Michael, you're supposed to hit the wall at Darlington, not Bristol.
He wants to spurt dutter on it, doesn't he?
So. Again, if you're just joining us tonight, a lot of carnage here tonight. So, a lot of cars out. Kind of had like a 6-car, 7-car pile up.
Oscar's rebounded to 6 so far. He's going to set after Jonathan Smith and Bryce. I think that might be as high as he can get with only 25 to go, but we will keep an eye on it.
And it looks like Luke's starting to pull away from Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce is definitely pushing very hard.
Bryce looking like he's going to fall into the clutches of Jonathan Smith now and Oscar Jensen, who is flying.
Yeah, Oscar, man, on a mission right now. Trying to recover from where iRacing kind of screwed him.
As we hit the crossover, it's 24 to go. Gonna go by quick.
Yeah, very fast. Joseph's hoping they'd go by even faster.
Yeah, he is. It's gonna be a dogfight here. He's dominated tonight, Joseph McWhorter, but he's gonna have to close it.
Oscar's gonna get past Jonathan Smith pretty easy. That'll move him up to 5th. And he's going to do the same with Bryce.
He's got the preferred lane here.
See if we can get up to the podium now.
All right, Mr. Smith, Aaron Smith, what do you got for us?
Yeah, and then there's another lap car. It's gonna be Brandon Shirley. He should stay out of the way, and he is.
Aaron Smith, not a guy to rough up people, so I wouldn't really expect that. Also another thing with this Gen 4 ARCA car, if you hit somebody right, you go under them.
That'd be a great finish. Someone to drive under someone. I'd give him a bonus point.
We'll see about that. Looks like Oscar's starting to catch, like you said, the podium spot again.
Yeah, 8 cars on the lead lap right now.
I will say the Discord has been pretty quiet so far. Nobody's really said anything so far, but it'll get lit up once this race is over.
Hopefully they're saving it for the post-race show. That'll come on right after. We're done.
As the battle for the lead heats up here.
Yep, and Aaron's moving up high faster. Joseph needs to move up here.
Yeah, he's going to have to block him off here. What do you got for us, Joseph? Brantley. Yeah, I know you're out there spotting for it, man. Let's bring it home. Man.
Aaron back to the bottom.
Yeah, he's going to move up to the middle now.
He's making his...
What is going to happen here tonight? 15 laps to go.
Yeah, and we just talked about the post-race show. I believe it's going to be 18 plus tonight. So.
Oh man, is Joseph starting to blink out? Uh-oh.
That's not something I had.
He's back. It was a quick blink, but you never know. I mean, this is internet racing. Let's call it like it is. Basically a lag out. It's like blowing an engine. So.
Tim Hendry way up out the way. Did a good job there. Aaron looks back to the high side. Gets some clean air. Gets a good run off the corner.
Oh, he's gonna get the run. Oh, he's gonna get. Does he get a good run here off this?
He does.
Joseph, I think you gotta move up.
He's very committed to that bottom lane.
Oh, here he comes.
Aaron lifted. You can see the fire shoot out the side of the car. Aaron lifted.
Oh, this could be such heartbreak here. It's like Aaron's just playing with his food right now. I don't want to insult anybody, but you know what I mean, right?
Coming to lap 191.
And we got 2 lappers side by side in front of the leaders.
That's Ozapek and Nicky Bobby.
Oh, oh no.
It's going to hurt Joseph.
It is. A little contact. It's going to hurt Aaron even more now.
Aaron's going to have to shoot it through the middle. He makes up a lot of time.
Yes, he does. And he's going to look on the outside here. Joseph will look back on that, and I know he will blame those lap cars there.
Here comes the run. He's there.
He is there. He's going to power on the outside. Aaron Smith.
Side by side for the lead.
Oh, no.
He's got the preferred line, too.
He does.
He's going to get a great run.
Joseph's going to drive it in there, and
Joseph drives it in deep. He's going to push him up the track. He lifted.
He left. Aaron Smith to the lead. We called it. Oh, man.
I mean, I said it earlier. Lap traffic usually has a hand in Bristol.
Joseph is seeing... we see steam coming out of that car. That's not the engine blowing up.
Yeah, you just can't stay with him, I don't think. Aaron just making that top side work. Wow.
Again, catching the lap cars at the wrong time. And I mean, it's...
I mean, we've seen it before. Yeah, I mean, you brought up Chase Elliott. We've seen it more than once.
It's going to be such a... I don't know if he's got anything for him. I mean...
I don't think so either. I think he needed to stay in front of him. I mean, he's gonna maybe have a chance to drive it in and maybe put the bumper to him, but I don't even know he's close enough to do that.
Joseph's
Coming
gonna
to
look.
go.
He's gonna look back on that incident there with those lap cars. I mean, there is no rule in the lap cars to get out of the way. It's just kind of common courtesy.
Yeah, I mean, they tried. It's just how much you can do when you're battling, because I believe they battled for position.
And it's gonna
Got
be
one
the
more lap
white
car.
flag by Firestorm Racing, and it's looking like heartbreak tonight in Bristol, Tennessee, Josh.
Yeah, Aaron, yeah, he takes advantage of it. That's what he's been doing all season. He's gonna get another win here.
Yes, he is. Aaron Smith wins at Bristol. Joseph McWhorter P2, and it's going to be a late charge by Bryce to get the podium. He doesn't get it. Luke Doran on the podium. And Joseph straight off the track. We may not get an interview.
Yeah, he's not happy. Oof. It's a heartbreaker. Big time heartbreak for 32.
If you joined us on YouTube, leave us a like. We got post race coming up soon. Got the post race show after we go off the air. Joseph McWhorter dominates this race tonight, but the late closing laps, lapped cars, Aaron Smith steals it. It's like a Money in the Bank cash in. We're gonna get these guys up here, Josh. It'll be some hard feelings.
Yeah, try and track down the 32.
32. I think he's leaving the track. I think he parked it and climbed the fence there. All right, folks. We're gonna take a quick break here. We will be back for some post-race interviews. And, yeah. Alrighty, Josh. That was one of the craziest Bristol races. We had big wrecks, drama at the end, everything you really want.
Yeah, and it was done in an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's 11:45 on the East Coast. That's pretty early for this league.
Yeah, very early.
We're gonna change it up this week. We're gonna go P1 first.
Okay.
So bring them in. Hey, Aaron, this is Skylar up in the booth, man. You get a copy?
Oh, yeah, I've got you.
Well, you were P2 majority of the night, and there at the end, those lap cars played a little bit of a factor. How did you manage to get into those and then eventually taking the lead?
Yeah, I figured that I'd try to take a shot through the middle there with those lappers. I knew McWhorter was going to be quick on the bottom regardless of what I did, so I had to wait for him to get caught in a pretty bad spot to capitalize on it. But fortunately, I didn't get wadded up there, and we were able to have a clean race for it.
Yes, sir. Josh, go ahead.
Yeah, we saw those lap traffic. Do you think you could have got past Joseph without that lap traffic involved?
Nah. I mean, if the cars were like non-collidable, I think I would have had the pace to get by him on the bottom. But he was able to roll the center much better than I was, and the middle and top lanes weren't nearly as good as they were earlier on in the run. So the best I could hope for there was for some lap cars to interfere. Unfortunately, they did.
That they did, and you pick up your 4th win of the season. We're off next week. How do you feel about heading to Charlotte?
I'm looking forward to Charlotte. I like racing there, and it'll certainly be a fun show to watch.
Yes, sir. Well, anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd thank all y'all at the Showdown series for putting this show on. Y'all for broadcasting, all the folks for watching. Looking forward to getting back at it in 2 weeks.
Right
Yeah,
here.
and a quick
All right,
mention. You'll be going up against Luke when we head to Charlotte And then
Oh boy,
semifinals
Uh-oh.
of the bracket.
that's gonna be a tough one.
Everyone, we will see you at Charlotte.
10-4, thank you.
All right. Well, that was Aaron Smith. Didn't dominate tonight, but still at the end. Money in the Bank cash in, kind of, get that reference.
Yeah,
What we're gonna do
this is
now?
how racing is.
Yeah, what we're gonna do now? We're gonna save Joseph for last. We're gonna bring up Luke Dorn. Hey, Luke. Nice wheel, man. This is Skylar up in the booth. You got a copy?
What's going on, boys?
You got some damage tonight. It was a chaotic Bristol race. How'd you manage?
Yeah, man, I guess he overcorrected, got in the wall, and Lawrence said I didn't have that much damage, but, I figured not a lot of cars on the lead lap, might as well just come down and see. I think it ended up being 20 seconds or so, but, just tried to save tire and, hope for long runs. I couldn't keep up with Aaron and Joseph and still save tires. So I just had to run a distant third or fourth there for a while.
Hey, another podium for you. Josh, go ahead.
Yeah, you mentioned the long runs. You think you could have done anything more than third if we just would have went green the rest of the last 100 laps?
I don't know. I saved. The plan was to save tire for about 60 laps, and then the last 40 let it go. So we got a caution, with 50 to go. So as soon as I planned on, to start going, we'd get a yellow. But that's how it always goes. It seems like.
That indeed. We got 2 weeks off. We're back at Charlotte. You're pretty good at Charlotte. How do you feel about heading there?
Yeah, feel good about Charlotte. Hopefully, is it a little bit longer race?
It's 200 laps.
So maybe we can get some long green runs there. Have plenty of practice. Plan on doing a couple Coke 600s this week.
Yeah, you get Luke. You get to go against Aaron as well.
In the little bracket thing. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, well, we're just going to do our thing. We're going to run the race like we normally do and see what happens.
Yes, sir. Anyone you want to thank tonight for P3?
Oh, yeah, I'd like to thank you guys and everybody back at High Side, everybody for showing up. It was a cleaner race than I thought it was going to be, so good job to everybody. And see y'all in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever you said.
Alrighty, Luke. Well, we will see you in Lawrence's streams.
All right, boys.
See you, man. Cut him off there. All right, well, I don't know how this one's going to go.
Yeah, he's definitely very dejected after that one.
But let's go ahead and get the mic into his face. Let's bring up Joseph McWhorter. Hey, Joseph, this is Skylar up in the booth, man. You get a copy?
Yep.
Well, there's no other way to say it. You dominate tonight, and it looks like the lap cars played a factor there.
Yep. I don't know why I'm surprised, but I made that slight contact, and iRacing's like, oh, well, your steering wheel's off 5 degrees now to the right, so congratulations. So just plowing tight those last couple laps, and Aaron got a huge run after the contact with the 24. I don't know what there's just no, I don't know. Nothing I could do. I saved like crazy all race long that way whenever I knew eventually he'd get there, I had something to race with and doing a good job defending him off, and then have that stupid shit happen. It's just, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. I don't know what to, I don't know what to do. Nothing I could have really done there. They're too wide, and, Aaron's already, 3/10 back on me, so I had to make a hole somewhere, and I don't know. Nothing I could have done. I guess the admins are like, hey, leaders are coming, and then nobody moves. So, I don't know.
Yeah, man, obviously very disappointed. Josh, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely heartbreaker. Feel for you. How do you feel, just trying to move on, how do you feel about Charlotte in 2 weeks?
I don't know. There's nothing I can do. I've got an idea of what to do next week, but it doesn't seem like it matters. I could sit there and save like crazy the whole race. I was sitting there backing up the corner 4 or 5 car lengths earlier, letting off the throttle, using a bunch of brake, trying to be easy, trying not to slide tires, because that's not what the because that's what burns the tires the most with this tire model, and just doesn't seem like it matters. So next week, I don't know. I've got an idea on what I'm going to do. Probably not going to work, but we'll see. I mean, Aaron's already got a huge advantage on me racing there because he just ran the 600 there and that big money race or whatever that was. So he's got a ton of experience. So, I mean, there's I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do different. I'm sure next week's probably just going to be same fucking deal as Michigan again. He's just, unless I do what I think I'm going to do, and then we'll just see what goes from there.
Yes, sir. Well, P2 tonight, and when you want to thank?
Yeah, all my teammates, Jonathan Smith, Mark Whitley, they were, John was racing tonight. Mark was over at his house and watching the broadcast, giving me information. Brantley for spotting and keep my head in the game. Appreciate those guys. Red Camel Racing, check them out at redcamelracing.com. Fire suits, shoes, helmets, all the safety equipment that you need for both race and at work. Reaper Speed Labs, check them out at reaperspeedlabs.com. Let's see, who else am I forgetting here? Harpoondesign.com with Brantley. Get you some awesome looking paint schemes from him. So check them out at harpoondesign.com. You guys for the broadcast, admins for trying to get everybody out of the way, but so appreciate them. Know it's going to be a busy night for you guys with Rex and stuff, so have fun with that. Ready to go to Charlotte, I guess.
Yes, sir. We will see you there in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Alrighty, well, seems like you kind of cheered up there, Josh, at the end of the interview.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, he's going to win one. I don't think there's any doubt in either of our mind he's going to eventually get one, but it's a new way every week.
Yeah, you could just see it was kind of setting up for that dramatic ending there, and it happened.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else he could have done. I feel like he played that pretty perfectly. It's just Aaron somehow shot a gap and got a huge run while also shooting the gap. So,
looking at these results, I see a lot of mad car owners. That's very expensive results there, looking at the results page.
Yeah, and it's especially high side and 9 cars in a compactor.
I will say, Chris Stover finishing P19, going to drop a bit in the points. He got some stage points, so we'll see how far it is. That's probably going to be his drop week so far.
Yeah, and I feel like he'll be pretty good at Charlotte when we go there. So he said he won't looking forward to this track. He's having a good run, just bad result.
Bad result indeed. Any final words before we sign off for about 2 weeks? We'll be back in Charlotte.
Yeah, like you said, wish everyone, happy Memorial Day. Thank everyone, and Charlotte should be fun. Bristol was pretty crazy. I didn't expect to have a Talladega wreck at Bristol, but yeah, here we are. Another win for Aaron.
Yes, sir. Before we sign off, thank you Firestorm Racing, Harpoon Designs, Future Designs, and Butt Kicker for sponsoring the Showdown series. Have a good Memorial Day weekend. We're signing off. See you again in 2 weeks at Charlotte.